Hello, Jennifer Tochi here. Uh, I was supposed to make this video earlier, but my friend just kept me on the phone for 3 hours. Yeah. Okay. I think she is finally forgiving me for watching The Final Dwarf with her. Um. However, it is 80's Archives Day for me. Yes, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Yes, and I mean Swedish fish. Yes. And I decided to do a kind of video movie that is silly. Yes, I had never seen it until yesterday. Stop that belly. It has been sitting in action my action shelves for years. Yes, my action shelves for years. I found it at the thrift shop, and I thought, hey, this cover looks cool. Hey, looks karate-ish, so I'll get it. Not knowing that it was a sequel to a movie that came out in 1983 to They Call Me Bruce. Yes. And this is They Still Call Me Bruce. Yes. Yeah, pretty cool cover. Pretty cool back. I would say. Yes. And I'm being chased by the meanest, ugliest gang in town. But I'm not taking any bull. But that is not true, because he does take this bull out of the fence. And, ride it back to town. So he does take bull. Okay. And this main character, Bruce, is played by Johnny Yoon, who was in the Cannonball Run. Yes. One of those karate guys, 3 karate guys in the movie Cannonball Run. That was made in 1981. They were one of my favorite characters in that movie. Yes, they were. Yes, and along with Jackie Chan was also one of those. Stop it, stomach. I'm sorry if you can hear my stomach going crazy on me. It says, feed me more than Swedish fish, Jennifer. We will have a meal later on. Jeez. Okay. Yes, and this is an odd movie. In the first movie, it also starred Johnny Yoon. It was written and directed by Johnny Yoon. Why's my hair sticking up? And he played a younger man in it, an American GI named Ernie Brown helped helped him out. Yes. So, in this movie that happens 4 years later, Johnny Yoon, who is called Bruce, is coming to Boston to find Ernie Brown to tell him thank you for helping him. And there's a little hint that Ernie Brown might be his dad. Yes. Okay. And there's kind of a story that in this movie that's in a lot of movies. Dun dun dun. The bad guys, the gang, the mobsters are holding down or are making the local business people, the poor business people, pay them to run their stores. Dun dun dun. That kind of thing. And jeez, that motorcycle won't match it up. Yes, and yes, and except in this movie, there is another gang of a youthful gang who are being taught by a man named oh shoot, I did not write his name down. Well, a guy who's teaching all the younger people karate. Yes. And he isn't charging them money or anything. Oh yes. And they show Bruce where he can maybe find Ernie Brown's name, which is look at the VA. Yes, so that's where he goes, and he gets a long list of Ernie Browns to check. And as he's looking, he's seeing all the horrible things happening and starts to help them fight. Yes. And the dojo master has to go wait for a little while, and he asks Bruce to run the dojo for him for a little while until he can get back. So Bruce is nice and says yes. And there's one kid in here, Billy, played by David Mendenhall, who's very sweet. He's a homeless boy that is hiding that he has a dog. But I was watching the movie and I can tell that little kid's a shit. I can tell that little kid's a shit. And I kept saying that over and over again. And sure enough, as I was watching the movie, I remembered that kid from Over the Top. He played Sylvester Stallone's son in Over the Top. That spoiled rich kid, yeah. But he played a good, sweet kid. But I couldn't get over the performance in Over the Top. I guess he's a good actor because he made me not like him. Okay. And we also got Bruce helping Paulie, played by Bethany Wright, who is kind of being held prisoner by the big mobster in charge at the what is it called? The massage parlor, where they give happy endings. Yes. And she doesn't want to be there, but she's being forced to be there. So Bruce soon rescues her and gets her out of there. Yes. In one part, though, Bruce is flipped off and he asks Paulie, "What's that for? Why are they doing that?" And she says, "They're telling you that you're number one." So he gets in a little heat with these bunch of motorcycle gangs, he's flipping them off and telling them and yelling back at him that you're number one, and he doesn't understand why. It's making him so angry. Yes. But this has been sitting with my action movies for years, and I did not know that there's a character in this called the Executioner, played by Ogre. Yes, Ogre. Donald Gibb from Revenge of the Nerds. So now this video is going to have to go from my lower thing of my action movies up to my top of, because if anybody played is from a Revenge of the Nerds, their videos automatically, and they're in that video, it automatically goes to the top because he was in Revenge of the Nerds. Yes. Was it the greatest movie in the world? No. I am the poo-poo butt pee, whatever they're called. Gave it a 4.7 out of 10. I thought Johnny Yoon did a very good job in this movie. He played an innocent guy who has a lot of karate skills. But with the addition of Donald Gibb, I'm going to give it 5.3 right there. Yeah. It isn't the greatest movie in the world, but Donald Gibb is in it, and darn it, I like a funny karate movie. Yeah. Everybody have a nice day. Farewell. Farewell to 80's archives for today.